Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for you to see what is in store for today, but before we do that, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on this video, and hit the bell notification before you leave, and let's get started, and also subscribe. For today's video, it's gonna be, as you saw from the thumbnail, Boxycharm! And I thought it was cute that in May they did Mother Nature because Mother's Day is in May, and it was actually my first Mother's Day, so that's exciting. Take my hair out. Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, it was my first Mother's Day this year, so I thought that was pretty cool. But that's the theme. So there's only one thing I'm not going to use in this video, but we'll get into that and I'll explain why. But I just got the regular base box. So the first thing I have, which is the thing that I'm actually not going to be using in this video, is the Alanis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. So these are supposed to help with your complexion. These are $59, and I need to look into this more because I had heard that it's supposed to be for like getting like the dead skin off your skin and stuff like that, and I don't want to rub anything too like exfoliating per se on my face because I already have rosacea and I don't want to like accentuate it because I'm gonna make it redder by rubbing something on it. So I need to look into that product more before I even use it, and if I decide I don't want it, I may give it to a friend or something like that, or a family member, whoever I think it would work best for. But yeah, so that's the product that I need to look into more. I didn't know I was going to get it, so I didn't know I needed to look into it. My son has the hiccups, so you could probably hear that in the background. But anyway, so next is the Violet Voss Essentials palette. This is $29 and it has 10 shades in it. Next is the Pretty Vulgar Uncanned Eyeshadow Primer. It's $22. Next is the Iconic London Lip Plumping Gloss for $26. I actually did try this and I put it on, and it didn't seem to like do like that plumping effect where it like burns, but it did feel like a little bit minty, which I like, so I'll be putting that on for you guys. And last but not least, this Tarte Micellar Magic Makeup Remover and Cleanser for $18. So you can use this to basically take off your makeup. And that's all I got. So like I said, I'm not going to be using the facial pads. And so what I'm going to do is I'll just give you a little rundown of what I was thinking. I'll put the gloss on to show you guys. I'll do eyeshadow primer on one side and no eyeshadow primer on the other side because I've never tried that palette out before. And you guys know when I try out a new palette, I don't like to use eyeshadow primer so that I can test it out and see how it wears without it, but I got an eyeshadow primer as one of my products, so I want to put it on one side, try it both ways, see what happens, and then I'm going to do swatches of the shades that I don't use, and then use the micellar water to wipe it off to see if it actually works. And that was kind of my plan for the video, so if you're excited to see what's coming next, then keep on watching. So first I'm going to try, well, I've already tried this out, but I'm going to put on the Iconic London Plumping Gloss. I know it's like a pinky shade, but on my lips it just kind of looks glossy. Do I notice that it makes my lips huge? I don't know if it really makes a difference, but I do know that, you know, how some plumping stuff like hurts and burns and you're like, ow, and you take it off and you're like, what the heck is wrong with that? It doesn't do that. It just kind of feels minty, like if you've ever tried like a peppermint chapstick or something like that. That's the equivalent of what this feels and smells like, kind of. So I'm going to put the eyeshadow primer on my left side, I guess. As you can see, it's not one of those eyeshadow primers that like blocks out the color on your lids or anything. It doesn't really seem like it creased that much, maybe a little bit, but it's like pretty much dried down. There's not really much of a difference from side to side, besides this side's a little oily and that side's matte because I obviously put the eyeshadow primer there. So I'm not really sure if this eyeshadow primer is really going to do anything. Normally I like it to, you know, like cover the darkness on my eyelids, but let's just see if it helps. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. So I'm going to go in with the shade Sand. And we'll just go into the eyeshadow primer side. I mean, I don't know how the shadow would perform without an eyeshadow primer, but seems pretty. Seems like it blends pretty well, but that could just be the eyeshadow primer helping. So next I'm going to take the shade Terracotta, and I'm going to put that on mainly the outer crease, but a little bit in the crease. So since this is like an essentials, like simple kind of palette, it seems like I'm just gonna make these eye looks maybe simpler and maybe not too crazy. So now I'm on the shade Gold, and I'm just gonna take my finger. Ooh, ow, okay. And I'll take the shade Sand again and put that in the lower lash line. And brush to put gold in the inner corner and a little bit on the brow bone. Now for the next look, I'm going to take Dusty Rose. So now I'm going to go to the shade Pink. What I like about this palette is like all the colors are literally like what they are. Like it's literally a pink shimmer, it's called pink. There's your cream color, it's called cream. And then I'm going to take Plum Berry. Put that on the outer part right here. And then I'm going to take Dusty Rose in the lower lash line. So I feel like these were two pretty easy, simple, but like totally wearable, everyday kind of looks with this palette. Now, like I said, I was going to swatch the colors I didn't use. I'm going to do a little bit more on Emerald and Black, just so I have a lot of shadow to try to get off, like with the micellar water. These are the swatches. Like I said, I went over the Emerald and Black twice. I squirted some on there. And it seems like with minimal scrubbing, it's all gone. Only thing really left over is a little bit of shimmer from the shimmer shade, but wiped it off a second time, shimmer's gone. So yeah, this works, cool. This is what the front looks like. The bottle is actually like really cool. It was kind of turned to the side in the box, so just kind of wanted to show you the design on the inside. I thought it was pretty cool. But that's it for this video. I know this was a pretty quick Boxycharm video, but I used everything except for the facial pads, which I said I was looking into more, so I used everything. What do you guys think? First impression wise, the eyeshadow primer, the eyeshadow, the lip gloss, and the micellar water all seem good. The only thing is I need to try the micellar water on my face to see if it burns. Let me actually just rub it on my cheek and see. So since I rubbed it on my face, doesn't seem like it's affecting it in any way, so I can definitely use it to take off my makeup. So I'll probably do that tonight when I need to take this off. So maybe I'll keep you guys updated. These products may possibly be in a favorites and fails video in the future, so I'll just have to keep you guys updated on how I feel about this stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any video suggestions, please comment them down below, and check the description box for more information about the video. My Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are @GlamGirlGray. See you next time.